Happy holidays from all of us here at Newsnight 13.
Welcome back. A local nonprofit organization is continuing its mission to mold and shape the lives of young men on the island, while plans are being made to expand the program into other islands in the country. Tonight, Sabrina Brown talks with the director about the success of the program.
The Bible says that for whatsoever man soweth, that should he also reap, and we believe if we sow into young men, that the future is very bright.
It's on that premise that the Falcons Boys Club, which was established some 16 years ago, continues to grow. The mentoring program caters to boys in grades 2 through 12. Director Rolle says the organization has been able to transform the lives of many young men from throughout the Bahamas and the Turks and Caicos Islands over the years.
I remember in 1984, Mistress Pender, who was the then principal of Ape Maroc High School, brought a young man to Mr. Norris Bain and said, "Mr. Bain, I'm about to kick this young man out of school. And I believe that your school has the environment and with your personality to be able to transform this young man." And Mr. Bain went on a limb and he took Jocelyn Jumas. Jocelyn Jumas today is an educator. He lives in California. He was able to use basketball to be able to transform his life. The last graduation at the Royal Bahamas Police Force here in Grand Bahama, this program had 3 young men that actually graduated. And
Rolle says his passion for the boys mentoring program comes from a personal experience, and he recalls that a prominent community leader was able to tap into his life at an early age.
I saw last night Mr. Goldsmith on the television talking about him retiring. Well, Mr. Goldsmith was my teacher in Hawksville in grade 6 in 1980. And today, my involvement in working with young men is an extension of what he would have poured into me.
Rolle is adamant that programs such as the Falcons Boys Club are needed, and he says while they receive some support from the corporate community, it is often not enough. He's making this appeal to the government.
You say it takes you $15,000 to $20,000 per year to house a prisoner in Nassau. Well, I'm not asking you for $20,000 to $30,000, but every Saturday morning, this program have anywhere from 70 to 120 young men here on Tabernacle campus as we teach them basketball and the other principles of life.
But a lack of funding isn't stopping the growth of the program. Rolle says it was extended to New Providence earlier this year.
For the first time in September of this year, we were able to host a very successful conference in Nassau that had probably almost 500 boys or so and their fathers from all over the city of Nassau.
The Boys to Men conference will be held in San Salvador this coming weekend, and Rolle says plans are already in the pipeline to take the forum to Abaco and Andros next year. Sabrina Brown, ZNS Network News.
Thank you, Sabrina. Well, there are many reasons why teaching is essentially the most important profession in the world. Teachers work long hours, they take homework, sometimes spend their own money on projects, but even more importantly, they mold our nation's future. Today, several students made their first step to become a part of such a noble profession as they were inducted in a special program dubbed Teachers of the Bahamas. They are the largest group of students to enter the Future Teachers of the Bahamas program at Jack Hayward High School. But becoming a part of this prestigious organization is not easy. They must first qualify by the standards of the Ministry of Education and secure high grades in math, English, and science. During the pinning ceremony, Principal Yvonne Ward says she was proud that these students are eager to be a part of such a noble profession.
They will observe teachers. They can go into classrooms. They'll also be taken to other schools to observe teachers in their area, because most of them want to teach a specific subject, and so they will go into those classrooms with the math or the science, whichever area they're interested in. They will go into those classrooms and observe those teachers. So it's a good program, and I'm very, very pleased, very proud that Jack Hayward has a group of students of this caliber. As you can see, these are like the creme de la creme, and so I'm very proud of them, and I know that they will make excellent teachers in the future.
Senior Mistress and Coordinator for Future Teachers of the Bahamas, Beryl Allen, says she is also proud that so many young men have a genuine interest in the field of education.
I'm so happy that we have so many men in the program, young men, because it's a challenge to attract young men into the teaching profession. I am proud of them. They're doing well. in addition to that, we have the support of parents. Parents came in out today for the pinning ceremony, and I'm grateful for you all for letting others know that it's not lost for the male students. Male teachers are coming, good ones are coming, and then they have good parents behind them.
Dr. Paula Mortimer from the Ministry of Education says the future of education looks bright as they continue to attract the best and brightest minds.
Young ladies, we have always dominated the teaching career, but I admonish you and your male counterparts to become an exceptional cadre of educators, and there is nothing preventing you from achieving that goal.
The students were pinned at the end of the ceremony. He is a second-generation pastor that is now passing on the torch to his son. This Sunday, a local pastor is retiring after more than 50 years of spreading the gospel and doing the work of God. Well, Megan Shepard got an opportunity to sit down with this pastor in Pelican Point.
Pastor Freddie Lang
He entered the workforce of God in 1958, following in the footsteps of his father. Pastor Freddie Lang Sr. will officially be retiring on December 9th and says he's enjoyed every minute of doing the work of God.
I will describe it as a rewarding tenure. Of course, there have been minor bumps on the way, but through it all, God has been good to us. And I must give credit to the members of the congregation of St. Matthew. They have been very supportive to me. For that, I thank God for it.
The small church located in Pelican Point has been Pastor Lang's home for a number of decades. He says being in a small, close-knit community does not present many challenges or issues, but it has proven to be very rewarding.
I'll say is to deal with members of the congregation as well as people from all walks of life. You meet them, you talk with them, and you support them in every way you can. In the meantime, you give them spiritual guidance. Those who are wandering can come back to the folds of God, and it gives me a great sense of pride to know I've helped someone in the time of need.
Lang is currently on pre-retirement and says after December 9th he does not expect much to change.
I don't think I'll miss anything because I'll still be here. God's willing, as many Sundays I can come out and I will still continue to do the same thing I'm doing as well as I'm a pastor, helping others who I can help, being around them, and we get together, praising and serving the Lord together. So I will miss very little, I'll say.
St. Matthew's Baptist Church will hold a special service this Sunday, and Pastor Lang is inviting all to attend. Megan Shepard, ZNS Network News.
Okay.
Well, that's going to do it for us here at Newsnight 13.
George, it ain't me. Sheena, congratulations. I can leave that like that. Andrew, Sheena, congratulations.
On behalf of our entire ZNS News team, I'm Shasheena Rolle. This is Ricardo Lightborn. Have a great night, everyone.
If you see news in the making, call ZNS News at 351-3430.
If I do drugs, my